We are live. We have the guys from Ballin for Justice with us. We got Brian and Twiz.
Hey,
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
how you doing, Big Baller Ben?
Good, good, good. Twiz having some technical
Technical
difficulties, and we
difficulties.
know how that goes. We
Yeah,
know all too well how that
yeah.
goes, unfortunately. But Twiz, just pop in whenever you get a chance. You hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear y'all.
There
There
he
you
is,
go.
man.
There
How
you
you
go.
doing, bro? Appreciate you guys.
Good man, shit, man. Good to catch up with man. Hey man, I got some breaking news for y'all, man.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you guys jumping on. Uh, we'll start with introductions, man. We'll go. You know how we do it here. We talk about basketball, we talk about life, we talk about pretty much a little bit of everything and how they connect. And these guys are gonna tell us a little bit about themselves. So, Brian, if you wanna give us a little bit of an intro on you. Oh,
Yeah, I think they're both having some
What-
technical
difficulties.
difficulties.
That's all right. Hey, E, you want to introduce yourself?
You already know me, man.
Hey, but I
I'm
like
the
that
host.
shirt.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about that some later. You know what I'm saying?
There he is at that CB. There
Yeah.
he
There
is.
you
All right.
go.
Hey, B, what's good, man? You all right?
Yo, yeah, was I gone?
Yeah, you're gone for a minute, bro. But hey, glad to have you back. Twiz is popping in and out, but it's good. Hey, this is live, baby.
Mhm.
We used to say
Hey,
that.
man, what we doing with? You know what, Ben? I'd like to, offer my podcast room, man. I'll give you a free rental the first time, man, if you want to come out and invite some guests over to mine. I rent out a podcast room in my studio.
Oh, damn.
I should see the link on my YouTube. So if you ever want to invite some guests in person, man, let me know. I'll
Oh
hook you up.
man, shoot, man, that's an invite already off the bat. E,
Yeah.
we already headed out
Right.
there.
That's dope,
Should I
huh?
get the keys now,
Yeah.
or are we getting it later?
You can get the keys now, man. We got mics set up. We got the
Oh
roadcaster out
damn.
there, so it's all ready to view
Ooh.
and just roll with. If you have some guests you want to invite out, man,
Okay.
and
All
you
right.
don't want to do it online. So
We're really
yeah,
down with the. Hey, you know what? Maybe we could do a tour of your studio, bro. But I think that would be pretty tight.
it's
Yeah.
right by the gym.
Oh
It's
man.
right by the gym. You can just come by after the gym. It's literally hella close. You could throw a rock at that Buffalo Wild Wings, man. That's
Is
how
that
close it is, man.
damn? Okay. All right. Shoot. Hey, that sounds good, man. Sounds like we about to
Yeah.
head over there soon. Maybe even
Yep.
today. AB, tell them a little bit about. Shoot. Tell them about yourself, man. Shoot. Tell a little bit more about your studio.
Yeah, so I call myself. So my name's Brian Lee, and with that, I name myself Believe.
Yeah.
Be and leave.
I like that.
So I'm an artist, music promoter, and I throw events. I started out throwing events as a promoter. I throw open mics, and then out of nowhere, I just started throwing bigger concerts with like your local Bay Area celebrities, Keith the Sneak, Fab, Clyde Carson, a lot of the new guys that are popping. I could just go on and on. And then from that, I just kind of ended up throwing a music studio, ended up putting together a music studio because I knew so many artists, and I guess I was business minded. And the music studio grew. We went from one location. We're at our third location now. And this location has a podcast room, two studio record facilities, working on a third in the same building. And along with that, I do media. Like, along with the podcast, I do videos and weddings, stuff like that. So I completely based my life around music the whole time. Are you guys there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
are.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Hell
just
yeah.
silent for a while, and then you know, uh, so people are, oh, you're interested. I guess it's just the fact that I live off music
Yeah.
like fully, and that's kind of a blessing. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I hate office work,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm very unsuccessful as an employee. I think I've been fired like from every job I've ever had twice, and
Shout out to
it's
everybody
so
that's got
funny.
fired, man. Hey, I feel you on
Yeah, but not
that.
like me. But not like me. Like, I'm always getting fired. So, but that's what I do for a living. That's how I make my money. That's how I pay for my gym memberships and stuff like that. So,
That's cool, man. It sounds like
That's
you're doing
cool,
what you
man.
love. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the big
dude,
things.
yeah, that requires a lot of years of doing it for free and being broke and homeless. But my path was a little different, a little unorthodox. I didn't go to college and do the whole traditional route. I was kind of a nerdy kid growing up, so I just always spent my whole time networking with musicians. I never thought it would pan out to a business. But anyone that's listening, like if you just do whatever you're doing every day, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, people will eventually pay you for stuff like that. So, you
Absolutely.
know,
I don't think people
Yeah.
understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's something that Ian and I talked about with this podcast. You know, it's not like we're we can't go into. We talked about like not going into this thinking like, oh, we're gonna be famous and we're gonna make all this money, da da da. But just having fun with it and sticking
Yeah.
to what our ethics is, you know, and the reasons behind it. And it's funny. We always tell the guests, but you know, we talked about it one day and we did it the next, and we didn't have anything other than just wanted to talk basketball with people. So that the fact that you can be a testament to that and talk about like, dude, I was homeless. I friggin', you know what I'm saying? Like I did, you got to do stuff for free. Yeah, the things that you love for free, just give them that free service so they can see the types of things that you're able to do and you're willing to do. That's a big message, I think, for people out there. And even for hoopers, you know, like just
Yeah.
be on the
yeah,
grind. So
yeah,
that's huge.
yeah. I learned, my grind through hustle through basketball. You gotta carry that last breath in the last 10 minutes or the last points of the game to win it. It doesn't matter how much energy you have at the start of the game; it's what you finish with. And so I've always taught myself that with custom music. I'm tired some days, but this ain't a 9 to 5. So I have to constantly, say to myself, doesn't matter how tired I was last week, but I only need one night's sleep and you're good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Mhm.
what's the point of thinking about it? But like I like what you said about earlier, like, what I noticed, bro, with the podcast and everything, and I've been in a lot of these stories where people get rich or successful or famous. I've seen it literally happen from nothing. No, anyone that's ever gotten successful or famous, no one was really trying to get famous. It's like God has a funny sense of humor, right? Like all the people that have popping shows or popping whatever, they weren't even trying to do it. They were literally just trying to do a service for people. They were just literally just trying to help people and just do
Mhm.
it for fun. Anyone that I see that tries to do it to be famous, it's very ugly to look at them. I mean,
Right.
they're
Yeah.
literally scrutinizing everything they do
Yeah.
for fame that's not even there. It's not even pleasant to watch, man. When you see guys like you doing it for the love, I mean, that's why stuff blows up. You're literally doing it for the love. If you're gonna make anything in life, and this is what I tell people all the time, you don't have to like really focus on what you're not good at. Like basketball, I'm not good at driving. I'm just good at shooting. So like just focus on that because you're gonna get paid for what you're good at in life. People are gonna constantly say you're not good at this, you're not good at that. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna get paid for that. I'm
Right.
only gonna get paid for what I'm a craft at. And so just like anyone out there doing a hustle, if you play basketball and you're just good at particularly something and you use that in your game, you should apply that toward life. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
good
Mhm.
at just writing and not proofreading, then just get the story out. Get a proofwriter, so that's just kind of my take on that. Like, you guys aren't trying to get famous. That's probably why you will get famous. Like, I don't know. Like, I tell artists all the time to record in my studio. Like, if you're trying to get famous, don't talk to me. I don't know how the
Right.
hell to tell you to go viral. Like, I
Right.
can't tell you to go viral. But like,
Mhm.
if you're just doing it for fun and this is an excuse to come drink with your homies every weekend, bro, I love you to death.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have great expectations for your music. You're not punching your own self esteem in the face every day by comparing yourself to Jay-Z or something.
Yeah.
You're just having fun,
Yeah.
So,
I like
you
that,
know,
man. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Me.
us
Yeah. That.
Asians,
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, we ball like us Asians, like we don't have like people to look up to in the NBA, but we ball.
Why everybody sleeping on my guy? Yeah, nobody talk about yeah. Yeah, we look at that. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Well, Yao,
Yeah.
like no one wants to be like Yao,
Nobody
and
wants.
No.
Jeremy Lin, like no one wants to be like him either, So it's like, we just go out there. We're just trying to have
Yeah,
fun. We're not necessarily trying to be the next
Mhm.
famous Asian guy because there is none. So,
yeah, that's
we
true.
just
That's true. I mean, there's Jackie Chan. Jet Li. I mean, but
and
That's
you
why.
guys
Hey,
trying to
that's
be
it.
like them,
I'm not.
hey,
Shit.
I was gonna say, but it's funny because the whole stereotype that Asians know kung fu and all that stuff. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
I tell you, 99% of us did like West Coast Taekwondo, Ernie Reyes, or some some kind of like.
Bro. I don't even know how to turn on a Samsung TV, and I'm Korean. Okay, and Samsung is a Korean brand. So, bro, no, Asians. I love Asians because every time we do things as people in society, which is music, culture, basketball, there's not a lot of people there before us to kind of look to for guidance, right? Like I think all cultures have that. Like if someone's black and they're in a position black and someone's in there, they can go to that person.
Right.
How did you do it and all that? We don't have that. Like I didn't have some Asian promoter in this black world of music to go into in this hip hop world and be like, yo, how do I do it?
Right.
How do I interact with people? How do I talk to the owner? How do I do it? So there's very few Asians in the music business. So when I see them, and it's funny, right? Because like if you're a like I know with black people, if there's like two black people in the room, they'll eventually come to each other and talk, right? I kind of notice Asians don't do that. Like, it's like two
Just
Asians
looking
in
at each other
another
like,
culture. Yeah, they don't just come. Hey, we're Asians. Like we don't do that shit. But just know that I always look at you though. If you're in the business and I'm in the business, and there's not too many, I look at you and I respect you because I felt like if you're an Asian and you're an artist, you're an Asian, you're a man. There's not too many people to kind of look up to for guidance, and so you're kind of making up your own playbook.
right.
And I think that's like all me. When I look at me, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. There's no one I know like me. Like there's no promoter that shoots videos that owns a studio. So I feel like I never have anyone to ask for guidance. So I'm constantly making mistakes, like constantly making mistakes. But
Yeah.
no one gets me on those mistakes because I only post my wins on Instagram. So everyone just thinks I'm winning. But it's just tough for us Asians to not have as much guidance as out there. But I think we're all out there in the industry. I see like you guys pushing, man. You doing your daily b-baller, bro. That's big. I seen your Instagram follow. I was like, man, I fucking love what Ben's doing. You guys are following on Instagram for basketball, and I'm been working on the following for all my life, and all I do is play basketball. So I'm missing something here. You know what I mean?
No, I think yeah, like you said, it all goes back to the passion side of it, man. Uh,
Mhm.
doing stuff like that, like you said, it takes time, and they don't see the grind work behind it. They just see, oh shoot, like this is face value. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just pops on and sees like, oh, this is what it is, but they don't see the amount of times that, like for instance, for you, the amount of videos you've created. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of people you've talked to. Like before you talk to these big artists, I'm sure you had to put in some work to know how to even get a hold of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't see that side of it. There's a hustle side of things. I think that a lot of people, especially like athletes or people that want to, grow and into like some type of like athletic profession or whatever, or in your profession or any profession really, there's a grind that you have to have in order to really be successful and to grow your own thing versus being underneath somebody else. I think that's huge. So you're a testament to that. I think what you guys are planning on doing with your
Yeah.
guys' league is also in addition going to be something great. Twiz is on here with us, I think.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Finally.
There he is. Man, hey, how you
And
doing,
I'm
man?
here with y'all, man. I've been listening the whole time, man.
Oh, okay.
Y'all go. Y'all going off subject a little bit, but it's all good.
Hey, you know what? I was asking B, and he said that you do like apps, right? You like make apps and stuff like that?
That's part of it. I mean, that's my main thing is basically technology, like creative technology and stuff. I mean, I've been doing it since like way back 2000, man. When me and Brian was at a startup company and like like a tech.com and all that, and all this time, we just been kind of buddies the whole time, man. So and then I'm just proud to see Brian. Man, he run his own studio right now. I mean, he come a long way, bro. I mean, throughout all them 20 years, we met like he said, we've been doing it, met different artists and stuff, different people. We done like became friends with them. We done like lost them to like, violence in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Like, just got straight out murdered, you know what I'm saying? Then another artist that just something, tragic happened. But, throughout the whole time, I mean, sports has always been a big part of that, you know what I'm saying? Like every time me and Brian, even when we was at that startup company, man, we had like free gym membership. And every time we stressed out, we were there playing basketball and stuff. You know what I mean? we over there with the whole like creative department, like trying to like throw the ball around, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was too much work at the studio. I mean, so I mean, we see it all, man. So I mean, I think by faith, y'all, me and Brian ran into you at that gym one day, because I mean, so it had to go down the way it go down, but. I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. Thanks for the invite. I'm glad Brian could make it. Eddie, man, he just texted me, man, before the show started. He said he ain't gonna be on. He was helping his friend. His friend was back there was like a part of that fire, bro.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries.
So So he said he gonna text the answers to all y'all, and he gonna be turned up, man. So you know,
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah,
yeah,
that worked.
yeah,
Like I said,
yeah,
I
yeah.
answered the
He on
question
top
pretty
of it.
much.
We'll have E in his place.
He on top of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so he ain't gonna miss it. So I mean, even though he out battling fires and stuff, man, but it's all good, man. We try
That's
to make it.
crazy. Yeah, no,
So
that's crazy,
thanks,
man.
man.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is. Yeah.
so Tweet, we didn't get a chance to get you introduced, man. You kind of gave us an idea of what you do. Uh, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and how basketball kind of how you got into hooping.
I mean, mainly my thing was like I've always like career wise, I mean, I've always done like creative stuff and technology stuff. That's been a while. But as far as like sports and basketball go, throughout my whole life, the only one thing I feel like people is like by playing sports, because y'all on the same team. It don't matter what background you is. It don't matter where you come from, man. If y'all on the same team, you guys have like a similar goal, and I feel like that's important, you know, to have throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through, I mean, there's like right now it's the worst, because there's a lot of different political divide stuff happening. So I feel like it's important for everybody to say, hey, man, let's just go back to the basics, y'all. Just get yourself on the sport, get out there in the court. You know what I'm saying? And like, and that's what it was. We just like trying to come together, play ball. And then we was like, because all our leagues were shut down, we was like, man, let's try to start our own league, and just like, with amongst the people, and then just grab on some other people and just have like a platform to just continue doing that. So I mean, I think it's a big lesson, for uh as far as like getting along, bro, because I know I feel sometimes we lucky to be able to like live in the Bay Area. Growing up, we get to hang out with all types of people, man. I know 100% it ain't like that everywhere else on the world. So I mean, if this thing, like someone out there watching it, be like, man, it don't like if you don't really even get your motherfucking freedom here, excuse my language, over here in the U.S., how you gonna get your freedom and justice like in another country? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If
Yeah.
if, if like if it ain't happening here on that level, so I mean, I feel like
Oh,
as a human being, bro, wherever you're born at, wherever what state, country you is, it don't matter, bro. You got some basic justice, some basic freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I admit there's more in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's not. So I mean, I think it's just a great platform for all of us to connect from different backgrounds, play a sport, get to know each other off the court as friends, and just like understand, I guess the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I feel that we are on a court. That's a small picture, but at the same time, we deal with different battles outside of sports itself. So yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah,
Completely
Yeah.
agree.
yeah. So we it wasn't planned out that we started balling for justice. We just knew that hey, we want to do a league, but then towards we just felt like hey, there's all kind of shit going on, all kind of protests going on. I mean, that's our side of life. We just want to get together and just have fun.
Popping, locking.
Yeah. In and out, but it's good. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And we're gonna have to do it live with him. We're gonna take Twiz. We're gonna do a solo live podcast with him at your spot, B.
yeah,
So
I'm down, bro.
there
That's
you
why I
go.
was suggesting the
I
spot,
mean,
man.
I
Yeah,
mean
this is my
that
first Zoom. Cool.
Oh, go ahead, T.
Me or Twiz?
Oh, Twiz. See if we can get him back on there. Oh man, he's he's frozen.
He froze. So
Man, he was getting deep in there, man. I was
hell
liking it too, bro.
yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
Yeah,
just
man.
listening.
man, he was hitting me content topic there, man.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hey, but that's a fact though. I think what he's talking about is exactly that's something that's one of the reasons why I hoop. Is just to meet people,
Mhm.
have a common goal, and just regardless who you are. and just go for it. But I think that's a good point, Twiz. To
Yeah.
your point, bro, is having a common goal is huge, and that's one thing that sports does is it brings people together towards that common goal, and you guys just shoot for it,
Yeah.
regardless race, regardless of whatever.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the things I love about um, basketball, and E knows this about me, is that when I see somebody and maybe they're not that good at
Religion,
whatever
yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing, maybe they're brand new at it, uh, but at the end of at the end of the day, uh, we got at the end of the day, as long as you grinding, man, I'm happy. I'm gonna pass you the ball as long as you look like you hustling. So that's all that matters to me. Um, Ej, you got anything
Agree.
on that? Any questions for the guys in their introductions?
Nah, I mean, I love like what they doing for the balling for justice. Like what I'm saying, I think it's came in the right situation. Like you feel me? Like so, it's that's why it's pretty dope. So I like what y'all doing, man. You know?
Thank you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, bro. I really
Yeah.
do, man. Yeah, we're gonna bring all races and all people together, and
Yeah.
just we don't like what's all going on, so we figure if you're coming into this league, that you have that same value, and we
Hmm.
all value Black Lives Matter. We all value people, um, and there's obviously some type of an agenda or weird thing going on. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I love all the people that ball in our league, bro. They're all cool people, and you can tell
Yeah.
they all get it.
yeah. Tell us a little bit about how you guys came up with the well, tell us a little bit about Ballin for Justin itself. Like, what does it stand for to you, B? And kind of what you guys talked about, what it's going to stand for the community.
Yeah. Um, so I was just kind of the marketing guy, having the studio, having known a lot of people. I was just kind of meant to bring in people. I think Eddie and Twiz were the ones that kind of came up with the Ball for Justice thing. Twiz is always very, culturally aware of stuff. And I think it was like a great theme because of the COVID thing going on. We want like cool minded people. So we figured if you're going to come in here and you see the name Ball for Justice, you already know you should be already knowing what's culturally going out there,
Hmm.
and to
Right.
be aware of that since we have a very diverse group of people playing with us. So there's a very diverse group, and we just felt with having black, having white, having Asians. Ball for Justice kind of lets you know, like, bro, we're all here for everyone. It's in the East Bay, so you pretty much get a diverse group anyway. And the name kind of says it all. If you're gonna ball here, there's different races, there's different people, there's different backgrounds. We're all balling to get away from the drama too. So as much as
Yeah.
we're balling for justice, we're balling just to kind of not forget about it, but just to kind of have that moment to play basketball for, and
Have
we
a
can come
break.
together for a good
Yeah.
reason. Yeah,
Take your mind off of things or whatever's going on. Yeah.
it's so necessary, man. I mean, I don't know what basketball means for you guys, but like I literally go to the gym at 24 Hour Fitness Cripples, where I play a lot before the whole quarantine thing went down. I would just shoot by myself and be very content just
Yeah.
shooting by myself.
Mhm.
Like I don't need to play 3-on-3 or a full court game all the time. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm very satisfied with just shooting the ball and just getting away from problems. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you used to call you always mentioned it before, especially like early in our podcasting, is it's our sanctuary,
Yeah, it
right?
is. That's
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. Like what I'm saying.
I love that. It's
Yeah,
exactly what I call
yeah.
it.
That's our sanctuary, man. Like what I'm saying. You just go out there, forget everything, like whatever's going on. Like leave everything outside the basketball court. Like you feel me? Just go out there and just like do what you want, do what you love
The
to
one
do.
thing I've learned to do is not flirt with girls that play at the basketball court because it is my sanctuary. So I will go to the court to leave my work there, and then I started going there and seeing this hot chick playing at this gym, and then it just not became my sanctuary after that. So like, rules for me is like when I go to the gym, I try not to make too many friends. I'm not trying to make enemies either, but I literally tell people I'm not here to be your friend, man.
You gotta
I'm here to
focus,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
here to
gotta
ball
lock in on the
against
court, man.
you.
Mhm.
Lock in with you. I heard what you said
I'm not
too.
going to be unfriendly but yeah,
Yeah.
I want to. I want to get the best out of competition sometimes. So I literally tell people I'm not your friend. I'm here to ball and let's ball. And I want that. I want the best competition. But ball for justice is completely different than balling at my gym. Even though we don't know you, like like anyone coming into the league, we're gonna act like you're the homie, and we're
Yeah.
not trying to injure you. I don't have medical benefits myself, so I don't want to take hard fouls in the paint, guys. So
Yeah.
I would
FYI.
do the same thing. Yeah, FYI, don't have good mental coverage.
Uh, I hear what you're saying too on that thing, man. When you go to the gym, it's like you kind of just want to lock in. See, my problem is when I get on the court, like especially basketball, it does get tough for me because I like to talk and I like to get with people. But then when I go to the gym and I work out, I don't like talking to nobody. But then those people that are on the court, they'll come and bother me. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
I
that
know.
set in
Yeah,
real
Yeah.
you're
quick,
part
man.
of the
Yeah.
gym. No, you're, you're a part of the machine, man. Well, you're a sociable dude. Like Ben, no lie, bro. When I see you, you just have a face that says, "Come talk to me, man." It's like, all right,
Yeah.
be in a
Yeah.
good mood. You know?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, he said he has like a thing on his head. Come talk to me
Yeah,
in his
Yeah,
I
forehead.
get a
Like
sticker.
I'm a
I
cool dude.
smile when I talk to you. You know, wearing
I
a
Yeah.
appreciate
smile.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man. But hey, that's one thing that we love about this podcast is meeting people, and
Hmm.
learning more about them, right? Because it's one thing we see each other on the court, talk a little bit, but then we go on the court and we hoop. We don't talk too
Yeah.
much. But here we get to sit down, learn more about your guys' values, and
Yeah.
then learn more about what you doing outside of the game of basketball, which is a lot, and you have a lot
Yeah.
to teach. You know, as far
Yep.
as big message out there for people. All of you guys do. And I'm
Yeah.
sure,
Thank
if
you.
Eddie was on here, I'm sure he'd have his messages. Twiz obviously has some stuff that he wants, has to talk about, which is crazy. And then you have your messages too. So it goes bigger than basketball, I think, for a lot of us. And
Yeah.
and
Yep.
this is, I think, the platform is perfect for that. Um,
Yeah. That's. Yep.
yeah, man. So shoot, we talked a little bit about
I
Ballin
agree.
for Justice. Shoot, E, do you have a question for him?
Yeah. I mean, like, what is your goal for the players who plays for your league? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
My
if
goal, I have different goals than everyone else, right? My goal is if everyone player was listening to me that's gonna play in this league, like don't be a dick. You're not getting paid. I think you should be more important than networking with the people here rather than trying to figure out that was a foul.
Mhm.
So, you have beautiful people on this court. We all do great things. And so if you're on this court, like just be an awesome person to where we want to talk to you after the game and we want to know who you are and what profession you do. Maybe we can make some money together or do a cool podcast after or something. So I have a couple of simple goals that everyone just stays healthy. We use this as an excuse to get out and be healthy, and more importantly, like don't be so fixated on the game that you have to yell at people and your teammates. Just like have a good time and network. I see this weird trait of being so competitive that you have to hate this opponent you're playing against, man. And so I was trying to avoid like certain people being on the same team, certain friends, certain stuff. I was like, we should have a draft. Because when you put on a
Yeah,
jersey, it gets a little chippy. You know what I mean? You're all on
yeah.
the same team and you're playing for
yeah,
Yeah.
something. It gets a little chippy, and so I think it's just because I'm older too now. Like when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was trying to prove something, but I'm not now.
yeah,
And so I just want the guys to come out just to have a good time. If you're trying to prove something, then go prove it too. If you're trying to be the
Yeah.
MVP of the league, like go for it. Whatever your MO is, just go for it. Just try not to foul people in the air. That's what I've learned.
no undercut.
Yeah.
Do
That's what
crowd
I like.
fouls.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, E.
No, because I was just gonna say, like, that's how it's supposed to be approached, man. The game of basketball, like, you
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying? Like, you can't go on the court trying to like prove everybody. You're not like what you say. You're not getting paid, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, you go out there and just play. Like, I know it's
just play.
competitive and all that. Like, but like we put up this open gym every Saturday to have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? To just like, have fun
Yeah,
and like what you said, network with people and stuff like that. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, that you go to
right,
the gym, it's an open gym. Like, you guys will win, like you guys team up or whatever, but try to have fun. That's the main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as you come out at the open gym and be like, oh, that was a dope open gym. Like, oh, I had fun. That was cool. Like that's our goal. Like
bro.
that's how it's
You,
supposed to be.
you we learned so much from going on that one Saturday with Ben. I think I went a couple times, but the couple times that I've been, I learned so much. Not just the energy from Ben's league, but his rules in place that keep it fair.
Hmm.
Um, we were playing last Thursday, and one of our guys suggested that the winner should just stay on, and I got really upset. And I only got really not upset, like I just got like annoyed. I only got really annoyed because I'm thinking like man, Ben doesn't do that. He does a 2-game win and they're off. And that to me was just a genius rule. And I'm like, bro, we all have people that are adults that all paid $10 and they all want to play. The goal is not to have the winners stay on and win every game so they
Mm-hmm.
play. Now the goal is that if everyone paid $10, everyone should play and not wait more than 2 games. Um, so Ben, like I gotta say, man, you really helped our league develop. Like your rules, just your experience in doing it. You were attentive to everyone, respected everyone. I did not know you had every right to shun me and be like, this guy ain't coming back, whatever. He's not really cool. No, you had every
Yeah.
right,
It'll
man,
cross
and
cross
to
them
act
off.
cool. And to
Yeah.
act cool about it too. Like I'm the guy. Everyone's looking at me for direction and all that. But nah, man, you were humble, and that just reiterates to me being humble is very good to look at, man. When you're in a leadership standpoint, you have to be that to be likable, for people to trust you with money. And then, but just your organizational skills and rules were just, I'm amazed at that. Like when I throw a show, people are amazed at how efficiently I throw it. And that's because I'm taking your music beforehand. That's because everything I'm doing is organized. I have a conversation about everything about the show beforehand.
Yeah.
But you had a list, you had paper on it, it wasn't an iPad, so you had the excuse of it turning off. And you're just on point, man. Like, but the 2-win game rule, game changer, bro. Like that we instilled that in our open runs on Sunday and Thursdays. And
Yeah.
when someone doesn't follow that rule, I get upset. I'm like, that's the fairest way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Appreciate that, man. I gotta take full credit for it. He helped me out. He helped me out a little bit.
yeah,
He
that was
got
a
mad
great
at me.
idea,
He,
man.
he got mad at me on the list there. He's like, "Hey, you gotta do it." I'm like, my bad.
Nah, I'm just
You know,
saying, like,
Nah.
You guys Filipinos, man. Filipinos are so damn fair, man. Like y'all are so very. I love the culture of Filipino people, man. Y'all very just nice and just. Koreans and Filipinos get along very well, man. But like
Yeah.
y'all just created a great environment. Because it's tough, bro. You're trying to accommodate all these egos and people that want to play and all that. That's gotta be tough, dude. I imagine. I don't think everyone is easygoing with you. I'm sure some people give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but if they don't, then you did a really good job of picking out people to play in your.
I think most of the people that play in that open league,
Pretty
the open group we have are like close, like
close.
in our circles. So
Yeah. Right.
no one really comes in that like we don't actually know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
amazing, bro. 'Cause I literally told Twiz to kick out certain people. He didn't want to do that. I'm like, no, that guy's a jerk, man. Get him out of here. Twiz is like, nah, man, it's ball for justice, not just ball for us. And I'm like, all right.
Twiz out here right now too. I can hear Twiz in the background.
Yeah.
Nah,
But I'm like, I'm like, hey,
Good
if you
shit.
can
No, man,
cultivate
I mean,
something, if you can cultivate something and just have it a certain way, there's nothing wrong. I used to be very easygoing like Twiz, but now seeing how strict about rules can determine someone's growth, I'm very strict. And I told Twiz, like, you'd be a horrible music promoter. You would let all the Crips and Bloods in the building at the same time. And I would go back to back here. I would not do that. I would be like, no, you can't come, Crip guy. You
Hey,
gotta come tomorrow.
hey, hold on. If I know both the Crip and the Bloods, oh yeah, they're gonna be there at the same time. You know
But their
what I'm saying?
homies don't know each other. Their homies are gonna. It's their homies that start the fights. Not the artists. But
No, you're
I'm
right,
just saying,
man. I mean, there's a lot of like, no, I get you. When you link
No,
up on like a whole
Twiz,
bunch
you're.
of different crews and stuff.
But you were actually right. Twiz was like, no, we're keeping these people on, and I'm like, they're jerks. But you know what it was like? They're not only jerks the first day, they come the second day, they're a lot cooler with you. And I get that. I still don't like you when you're like that, but that's kind of how it happened here. Like everyone just got more comfortable the more we went on. It was less chippy, less yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I basically said that. I basically said that like different people like like the on court character is just like straight up different. I mean that has nothing to really do with like who they are as a person off the court. You know what I mean? On court, if you don't really know each other, everybody's just competing. So I mean you can't really. I mean there might be some unfair plays here and there, but at the same time, different people got different play styles. You know what I'm saying? I mean if I grew up with you, and you've been doing that same move every time, trying to get the upper hand, you know what I'm saying? And I got a value to stop you from fouling. At the end of the day, we all been playing ball the whole time, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's no hurt feelings. But then, like, when you play with other people that you don't really know like that, you know what I'm saying? It might get, like, a little chippy. So that's why, like, when we started our league, we was like, man, make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? I know you. I know who you gonna bring. and that you ain't bringing no like trash people to the to like make everyone else a nightmare experience. So we just had like a mutual understanding. We all kind of get along anyways. We was throwing barbecues in the park. We was balling. When you ain't really supposed to be out there balling. You know what I'm saying? Like when the start of the COVID thing hit. But we still friends and like was on the same team and stuff. So I mean, we just want to keep it that way. Like if it's gonna
Yeah.
extend from that, then it's just gotta extend like naturally, organically.
Right.
And just.
It's gonna
But it's
grow.
cool. So far,
It's
it's been
gonna
good, man.
grow.
Yeah, it's doing good, man. I feel like I mean, like you said, man. Basketball
Wonderful.
is one thing, help you get your mind off things. So it's cool. We got it.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things about your guys' ideas behind the league that you guys are starting is that it's going to unify people regardless. I think that's one of the great things about leagues is it's going to unify the people that come in with the right intentions. I feel like so that's
Right,
going to be
right.
huge. You know what I'm saying? And I always I commend everybody that puts leagues together and things together, events together of any kind because the whole goal behind it is to bring people together and
Yeah,
being an organizer, you have to be a leader, like you said. B is you got to be a leader amongst the people that come to your event or people that you bring together, and they have to see you as that leader because they are going to look to you for assistance or some guidance in what's going on. So the fact that you guys are doing it, I think you guys have the right reasoning behind it, and I think it's going to be great. I was watching the videos and I heard you guys talking. I heard Eddie at least for sure in the back of the video talking, and I was like, man, this is gonna be fun, man. Eddie was he was like an announcer. Man.
It's a shit talker,
We
man.
got to give him
He
a
talks
mic.
shit. Yeah, he
Yeah.
deserves the mic on the court, right? Like, oh,
Yeah, you got
yeah,
to be the
he
oh
needs to be like
baby like
that.
Edwood, Rucker Park, type
Oh,
stuff, man.
yeah, you have him all over the court with the
he
mic on and shit. That was
he a
dope.
multitasker, bro. He was like trying to run a list, shoot a video, motherfucker.
He's
I know.
he's by
Talk
far
trash over
the
the
most
fucking.
passionate. Yeah, I gotta say, like, up to your passion, but I think he matches that. Like Eddie is hella passionate. He's by far the most organized of our. And you think like between the black and the two Asians guy, like one of the Asians gonna handle the organizational skills, but now like Eddie's doing that shit, bro. Like he's like on us.
Yeah,
Like, come on, guys, get everyone signed up. And
yeah.
he's coming the farthest from Richmond. He brings the water cooler out. I mean, he's just
Vallejo,
all
he
about
coming. He
it.
coming from Vallejo.
Vallejo, he's
Yeah,
from Vallejo.
yeah.
He's on everyone. He's very active in the group chat. He loves basketball, and I just think that's cool because I literally sit or do whatever today in my car in a traffic light, and I think about basketball. I'm such a nerd. I think about the weird stuff like or that layup I did 2 weeks ago. I think about that. I literally think about the layup I did 2 weeks ago. And when I see guys like Eddie, I'm like that. We think the same. We're
Yeah.
thinking about past plays and what's wrong with our shot
Oh
and
man,
is
it's
the
gonna be
elbow
fun.
straight.
It's gonna be fun
You
running
It's
the
know,
leagues
funny
with
how
y'all,
you
man.
said that though. Like you sitting there that you if you just chilling and then you just think about what happened. Like a week before. Hey, I'm like I do the same
you do
shit.
that shit,
Yeah,
right?
hell
I'm
yeah,
not
of
gonna
course.
lie. Like I'm like I thought it was just me. like
Hey,
No,
I'm like
we're
thinking
our
like
own
man
highlight reel.
I should have went to the left instead of going to the right. Like what I'm saying. I should have
Yeah.
pulled up. Like that was like 2 weeks ago. Like I'm still
that's what I'm
I
thinking
saying.
about
think
Yeah,
it.
about that. I literally
Yeah,
think about it
hey,
like that lane would have been
hey,
so perfect if I just put it higher on the backboard with less touch. I mean, I'm just like, I literally think about that all the time. And I'm like, Elon Musk thinks about how to make money, and I'm over here thinking about a layup from 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
my life
that's
is
funny.
that. But that's just where my life's at, man. It gives me joy to think about that ball going. We are such apes for this planet, man. The way we trigger ourselves with these simple goals, but something about a hoop going in a basket. I don't know. And I fell asleep to ESPN highlights. So that's possibly why I'm just going over highlights in my head all the damn time. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally attracted to highlights. I see them on Instagram. I'm stuck on basketball highlights for like a good half hour, man.
I feel like this is gonna be a good
So
start bench cut, E, when we get to
Yeah,
that
it is.
segment,
Nah, we'll
man.
get to that. Yeah.
We get to that, but yeah, hey, I
Yeah.
hear you guys, man. I was doing it last night, man. I was visualizing, bro. I was visualizing the whole, what I'm saying, just like think about. And what's
yeah,
funny, man. You know what I'm saying? What's funny is like because I used to watch like it's like every day I'm listening to like motivational videos and all that
Hmm.
stuff, steps, this, that. And there's a guy he talked about running, and he said they asked him, so how do you get prepared for your runs when you don't have the a track or whatever? He's like, all I did was I closed my eyes and I visualized myself running, and he said that the studies show, or some study, I don't know if it's true, but this is just what he said. He said studies show visualizing you running, visualizing putting yourself there and like mentally like really focusing on the running part, you're actually getting a similar workout to actually being out there and actually running. And I was like, that's crazy
Oh, that's
to
That's
think
crazy.
true.
about.
That's
Yeah.
very true. I gotta say, when I'm there's two types of practice that I do. When I'm mentally practicing before I would go to the 24-hour fitness whip and play, I would mentally practice or I'd physically practice. Physically practice wouldn't help me, right? Because I wouldn't be using muscle memory techniques. I would literally just be trying to shoot the ball in different ways just to see if I could make it in. Like I noticed the mental process of what I was going through, or if I was tired, I'd be worried about my ACL and how that affecting my shot.
Right.
So when I'm I'm thinking about everything else but the shot. But when I'm mentally practicing, I'm literally just recalling muscle memory with my memory. And I notice when I'm mentally practicing, I have a much better shooting percentage, because I'm literally just thinking about what's going to go good. And when I'm physically shooting, I'm kind of realizing where my weight's at, my energy level, and how
Right.
my body's moving. So I think I'm looking for problems when I'm physically shooting, but when I'm mentally shooting, I'm focusing on the right way to shoot. So I gotta agree with that guy, bro. When I'm mentally practicing, it's much better.
Yeah, man. I think
Yeah.
once you do that, that's huge. Did you have
The way
something?
you broke it down, like I never really thought about it that way. Like, you know what I'm
Well, you
saying?
have to look at what your brain is thinking while you're doing things, and that's
Hmm.
hitting my age of life. That's just how I'm processing life. Like, how is my body? Like, how am I talking around the pretty girl next to the ugly girl? And let's switch that, and like, just like
Right.
weird shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's dope, man. I never really look at it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, train your mind instead of training your body. Like, that's crazy, man. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna,
That's
I'm gonna
another
try to like,
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is another
yeah. Be
level. Yeah.
aware of how your mind's thinking in certain situations. I don't know. It'll almost help you call the future. If you can understand how you're going to react, you can understand how everyone else is going to react. Because you usually just get nervous and you're worried about what the other person's thinking. That's what you usually do. That's what I usually do in a social environment. What are they thinking and what am I looking at? And you're going over your past situations. But now I just look at it like I know what they're thinking. They're just nervous about what they're doing. They're not even concerned about me.
Right.
And let me be aware of what's going on. And yeah, man, being, Bruce Lee shit.
There.
Hmm.
100%
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that too, man. That's
Awareness. That's true though. Yeah, just be aware. Like live in the moment is what they say, right? Live in the moment. Like,
Total
you know what I'm saying?
happiness right there when you live in the moment.
Live in the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
what
man.
happened earlier. Don't worry, like just live in that moment. And I was listening to Kobe Bryant this morning when I was working out. I told you I listen to that stuff all the time, and that's what he said. Just live in that moment. Don't worry about nothing else, and you're gonna see some success, um, for sure, man. So we asked
Wow.
about.
Yeah.
You just asked about what your guys' goal is for the people participating. T, you still on there with us? You can hear us?
Yeah,
Twiz,
I can
you
hear
there?
y'all.
Okay,
okay.
cool,
There
cool.
Coming
you
through
go.
good.
Yeah.
All right, just want to make
Yeah.
sure you're still there, bro.
Yeah.
So, as far as the league itself, uh, what kind of struggles have you guys seen so far in creating this league and organizing it? I know the first preseason game is going to be next week, right? Teams are locking
Right,
on stuff,
right.
but what are some struggles that you guys have seen? Obviously, you guys have been trying to put it together for a little while. So, what are some of the
Me.
struggles? He said,
I'll be
Man, the number one struggle is sitting right there in red, right there on your show, man. Brian.
All right, struggle, right?
No, I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
look. I admit, like, it's so funny that I'm this guy because when I own the studio, I'm constantly dealing with emotional artists, man. And I've like been threatened 3 times this past week alone by my clients. So like, it's just funny that I'm this guy now. But yeah, like a couple of things did bother me that I did bring to Twizz's attention. And I'm all about fairness. Well, come on, guys. I do event promotions. I throw contests. So I'm hella big on keeping shit fair because I know how people talk when you're not in front of them. When the leader is not in front of you, they talk about the leader, and anything you don't do right, they will scrutinize to death like you're Jesus Christ. Like I don't get it. Like just because you lead a group of people, all your morals and things come into play. So I was just stressing the Twiz, like, you know, about fairness, about attitude. You know, certain people shouldn't have this type of physical attitude toward people. You know, it's a basketball game, bro. You know what I mean? I was just talking about a person's character when they call too many fouls or touch fouls at the end of the game. I don't like that character in a person. You know what I mean? I get fouled all the time and I never call it. But I don't think it's intentional. I don't think we have to stop the whole game just because my hand got touched. Not everyone here is a ninja. They're not going to just touch the ball without you touching your hand. It's impossible. We're not
Right.
ninjas. We're basketball players. Your hand's going to get touched. And so a lot of the stuff I just brought the Twiz was about fairness, but I wasn't personally upset. I'm just like, bro, I see how things can grow. And if we don't take care of the rules now, Twiz is a very free loving guy. And I get that. But I'm like, the concerns I had is what other newbies are going to have. And so if we just have clear communication on it, you know, we'll be great going forward. But right now it's cloudy. And I think that had to do with the way we were drafting. But then I also understood like people were signing on late that I probably wanted, but that's not a big deal because we were trying to rush to get the league going. And I told Twiz and Eddie, if we just take our time, everything will be done right. We don't have to start this league now. But there are issues, right? People are coming out; they don't want to pay $10 every day or every week to show up at the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna pay that 10, but I can afford it. You know what I mean? But other people can't, so they want to get the league going now, so their funds are going toward starting something, and I get that. But I'm like, we're gonna deal with so many problems just trying to be in a rush. We're gonna overstep people's boundaries and politeness and just ethical ways of doing stuff. And I had some people that I brought in that had those concerns, and they weren't upset. It was just concerns. And my whole thing is like, you know, going forward will be better. But I'm just telling like everyone I know, like if you're trying to start something and you're trying to go a little fast, you're gonna disrespect certain things about it, about the process. It's not to come off disrespectful. It's just that people can feel a certain way about it. Um, and you know, you just have to practice. I mean, Ben, you know, you have to practice fairness to the utmost T, bro. And
Yeah.
people get weird about.
Mm.
I don't know why they do. I think when you devote more than 10 minutes of your life to something, you want equality out of it, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not all the concerns I had. I just kind of would bitch and complain about the Twiz. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of go to Twiz a lot. Twiz is my confidant. I mean, we've been knowing each other through business and friends for a long time. So I mean, I talk to him like my brother, and I don't hang with a lot of Asian people. You know, a lot of the people I predominantly hang with are like white and black, Latino, Filipino. But like Twiz, you know, I don't know. He's like a brother to me. You know, I'm not too many cool Asian people and stuff. So maybe I'm just bitching and complaining to him. But I've definitely like made my voice heard on concerns that I've had, but they were all right. Like we need a commissioner, you know. And the last point that I brought the Twiz was like, we need a commissioner. Eddie's so busy organizing the league, and I've seen everyone's decision making. Not everyone here makes very moral, fair decisions, you know. And my boy Robert does. I mean, he's my best friend. He'll tell me I'm wrong all the time, and I respect someone like that. That's just going to tell me I'm wrong. So, you know, Twiz agreed. Like, you know, you're right. We do need to. I'm constantly coming to Twiz like, yo, what's the decision on this? Twiz is like, oh, let's just be easy going about it. I'm like, what? Oh,
Just let it happen. Let
yes or
it
no? Yeah,
organically.
you know. Twiz is like, it'll just happen. And then both mentalities are right. Both mentalities are right. Hey, be easy going. It all works out in the end. That's right. My mentality too. Put it in place. We'll have a greater experience now. That's right too. My option is going to require more work, more attention, more attention. Who wants to do that? I'm willing to do it for the experience. Great. Twiz is not, and he's willing to wait for it just to know that he's going to have the same result, and that's great too. You know, so no answer is right or wrong. That's what I've learned. It's just how you want to go about it and the way you want to go about it.
Right.
But I definitely was
Yeah.
bitching for sure. You know what I mean?
So Twiz, you
And
agree?
I'm going
You
to.
agree with your
I'm
struggle?
going to.
I
You know,
mean,
I'll
you know
never
what?
get physical or weird about it, but you know.
I mean, honestly, bro. I mean, I think as far as struggle goes, man. I mean, I always try to look at it like, man, everybody that's coming on the court that made it there that day is coming from like some different angles. You know what I'm saying? They have different on their mind, their lives. Like putting out fires, doing all kinds of stuff. So I get that. So I mean, all that like built up, pent up energy is going like just, be all over the place. So I mean, I think as far as like playing basketball goes, I mean, I feel like, man, we all been playing ball since like elementary school. It ain't nothing new. You can like totally tell if somebody cheating or doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like normal sports. To me. But again, a lot of people, that's why we try to make sure a lot of people, is got like a grown up mind mentality. First of all, and
Right.
then second, all we are like in our late 30s, early 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like we already kind of, you know, like grew through all the different lessons and stuff, this and that. So I mean, we all grown men. So I mean, I feel, you know, it's just not like we're running like a 300,000 people league, But I get that at the start, you gotta like, as some like the older cats and people kind of organizing and promoting, we gotta like just let them know, hey, this is how we prefer to do it. This is how you're gonna see it when you come out to our open run and play with us and stuff. You're gonna see, you know, that's the type of sports that they trying to organize in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why before we informed the league, we was like, make sure, man, y'all gotta come to the tryout. Run with everybody. Get like a good feel of who you gonna play with, because what I'm saying, none of us can afford some random freak injury like Brian talked about. What I'm saying, we all got lives, we all got families to feed, we all doing different things. But when it comes down to like basketball and organized basketball, you want to be able to like make sure everything is where they supposed to be. So
Yeah.
uh, and I mean, like I said, every problem that come up, it's good. Brian talked about we gotta address it, beforehand, and at the same time, we're there's different stuff going on, and we're just happy it's moving along and stuff, and we're to tip off soon, bro. So it'll be
Yeah.
fun, man. We're definitely glad you made it, Ben. I mean, I know you go doing a whole bunch of stuff, and
We
and I'm
thought you
like,
weren't
man, Ben
coming,
got a
Ben.
story, bro.
We thought Ben was
Yeah,
flaking
we
on
was
us. Like
like,
Ben
That
is
was my
not
well,
boy.
no,
trying to be part
I
of this,
mean,
man.
no, seriously, like Eddie was like, "What's up with your boy Ben, man? They
So
could
every
ball and
week
stuff."
it's
I was
like,
like,
where's
"Man,
Ben? Where's Ben? I'm looking
My
at my
fault.
third round draft pick. Where's Ben? And then Twist hooked you up. Oh, that I ain't gonna
Man,
lie.
my fault,
I
man.
was
And no,
mad.
what was
yeah."
funny is
So
my boy Raul, he came right, and
Yeah,
he
he
was the one that
came.
told me. He was
yeah,
like, "Hey,
yeah, I met
we
him.
did the run." Yeah, yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah,
What did Raul say about it?
yeah.
He liked it,
So
man.
yeah, I mean,
He liked it. He liked
He
it. He
liked
liked the
it?
run. He thought yeah, it was a fun opportunity for him. He hadn't played basketball in a while because he just had a baby. His baby actually turns one today. Actually, I think they're celebrating their birthday today. So happy birthday,
Oh
Raul,
man,
to your baby
congratulations,
girl.
Raul, man.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's my
And he said
childhood
he taught
friend.
you your fadeaway.
What's that?
He said he taught you your fadeaway.
Hey, I ain't gonna
hey,
lie.
he did.
Yeah, yeah. He taught me how to shoot over him. Shoot over him.
Oh, well, he's not that tall.
Nah,
You taller than him
I
though.
know.
So
Hey,
Yeah.
you're right. You're
Hey,
right.
now, but when you grown up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta still grow, So I mean,
Yeah,
he right. He probably was one time taller than you. You gotta shoot
he
over him,
was. He
shoot.
was. He used to not let me play.
Yeah.
Nah,
Uh,
nah, I've known him for so long, man. Just like how you
man,
guys childhood. Yeah, I known him for so long.
yeah,
He's a good dude, man. He's a great
yeah,
good
yeah,
addition
yeah,
too.
energy,
yeah,
He'll make sure that
yeah,
everybody's having fun. Real chill guy. I,
good energy, man. He wasn't
yeah,
even in my conversation. I was having a funny conversation, and he like totally gave me a face, like he knew it was funny. And I just love those kind of guys, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
right on, bro. Yeah, man. I
and
acknowledge it too. I was like, right on, man.
we got
Yeah, he's a
Rise
cool
Sports from
dude.
the Philippines saying what's up. So damn, it's hella late over there too. So shout out Rise Sports Philippines on
And they got
Instagram.
beautiful courts in the Philippines. But my boy went over there recently and showed me some, and they have the trippiest basketball courts out there, bro. It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's amazing.
I want to go play in that. You seen that one? It's you probably seen it either tenement,
Yeah. It's inside the thing that has the
bro.
Kobe and Gianna or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they always be painting over. You guys probably seen it on
Yeah.
some videos too. I can't wait, man. One day we'll be out there. We'll go hoop.
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Once all this
And
stuff
the
is
the
over.
buildings around it, they're trying to take that down because
Yeah.
it's not safe. like
Yeah.
because it's like a Section 8 building, so they're trying to tear it down and stuff like that. So
Yeah, shout out to all the families out there at the tenement and everybody. But that's why they be going out there, like different organizations, like NBA players be playing out there,
they're trying to
and when the
save it. Yeah,
professor was out there, like all these people go out there because they're trying to save it. They want to bring attention to it and make it create some type of like a historical, like historical thing, so that way
Landmark.
they can't tear it down.
hmm
Like a
Yeah.
landmark, yeah.
Like a
yeah,
landmark,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. So, and that's another
Yeah, that's
thing,
tight.
like basketball, how it actually can do things like that. You got these NBA players taking a stand for something now with social injustices and whatnot. So basketball is that outlet. Um, shoot, Rise Sports just said he's gonna take us on a tour there, man. So we about to.
Hey, Rod, can't wait for me, man. Have some adobo ready for your boy.
Oh
All
man,
right, and
lechon,
we'll be out
adobo,
there.
balut. I had to throw
I
the
love
balut in
all
there.
that stuff, bro. I love
Man.
all that stuff,
All
man.
right. Hey, you know what? Hey, we about to head out. We heading out after Corona's over, man. Once we can get out there, I think that's the only thing slowing us down right now. Um,
yeah.
I'm gonna go now, man. The flights are cheap.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
hella cheap.
hella cheap.
Everywhere you go, everywhere it's hella cheap, man. Like what I said, we were trying to go to Vegas, like like last week supposedly, but
Yeah, let's
we
go.
never did. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like $45 a ticket. Like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
damn.
Yeah, it
Come
was.
on,
Yeah,
when's it gonna be like that again, y'all? Like,
uh,
jeez, this is crazy, man.
yeah,
Yeah, we get. Hey, he said we got to
that's good.
try. He's gonna hook us up with some CC. All right, I'm down. Yeah, say less. Say less.
Yeah,
um,
Hey, the California CC got a Tribute Grill, man, on point.
mm,
Ooh,
Gonna
okay.
go over
Yeah,
there.
Tribu Grill, shout out. Shout out to
Yeah.
Tribu Grill.
yeah,
We used to
mm,
go there all the time, playing hella
yeah.
loud ass music.
Yeah,
But shoot, man, we talk about lifestyle, man. So I know that you guys do a lot of outside work. So we talked a little bit about what you do, B. So you kind of like do like the music studio stuff. Maybe just a quick little idea for those out there of the services that you provide outside of the league that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, we do video commercials for your business. So if you have a commercial for your business you want to promote on Instagram or Facebook, we do that. I do a lot of music videos for musicians and artists, weddings, bar mitzvahs, photography. I do all that. That's for my video media services. In terms of recording, we can do voiceovers, songs, mixing, mastering. I have 8 engineers on my team, 2 studios in one facility, plus a podcast room that's available for rentals, which I will be giving to Ben as the free week or whatever he wants to do it is if you just promote my podcast room. I think we can work something out.
Down.
Um, and then aside from that and the videos and I throw events, so I throw concerts. So I kind of developed this Walmart system of music. I don't know if you guys know how Walmart started. The first Walmart store ever was I think this little convenience store, and this guy would sell these $2. So what he did was the guy that invented Walmart went to this other store because he had a store, and this other store was selling socks for $2. So he got those socks for $2 into his store, and he sold them for $2, right? And so the reason why he asked people why he did that was because like I didn't care to make profit off the socks because the socks are a good deal. If I add value to the socks, they're no longer a good deal. So people will come into my store for the socks, but they'll end up eventually buying other stuff. This is how Walmart stores theory comes into play, right? You go to Walmart, you go there for something cheap, you end up leaving with a bunch of shit, right? So that's how Walmart theory gets. So that's my theory. Like you're gonna come in my place for a recording, either it's one of the three: a recording, or a show, or a video. And my goal is to get you 2 out of the 3 services because you're gonna like our vibe so much. Um, you're gonna end up buying a music video or getting the recording if you're doing the show. If you're just recording, you're gonna end up seeing a highlight from my show. You're gonna end up doing the show because it's all about familiarity. So if you can get a client in your building, that's half the work is familiarity. If you can get other products around it, you'll have longevity in business. And that's just what I learned. So I applied that to music, and I gotta say, I'm probably one of the only companies that are doing it in that form. There's no other recording studio that offers events and media. They might offer 2 out of the 3, but not all. And I've been doing this for 15 years, so I kind of told I was kind of leading the way on that. Anyone now that's a studio that's trying to throw an event or me, they copied off of that model. Um, so I'm trying to take a
Okay.
unique perspective toward music and the way that I do business around it, and that's just my get off in life, man. That's how I get my rocks off. So
Where can they go to learn more about what you do, B?
yeah, they can Google Treetop Studios. My new studio is called Create Studio. So if they want to go to
Top Studio.
Instagram, they can look up Treetop Studio, Create Studios. They'll see all my social media there. My social media will tell you my whole life story. I post every day about everything I ever do. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to learn about how to survive fully, I will teach you, man. I did it myself,
Okay.
and I didn't have a playbook. So anyone that wants to live fully by yourself, I can teach you. So I literally took a guy from his freaking 40-hour work week and made him an engineer full time, and just showed him how better it is to be for yourself. It's a trap paying you 20 to 30 an hour. It's a trap.
Bro,
You
I've been
know,
yeah, I was talking to
it's a
somebody about that
trap.
the other day, man. It's like you have a choice. You can have somebody tell you your time is worth a certain amount, $20
Mhm.
a whole
Yeah,
hour, or you can go and you
you go
can
get
dictate.
it.
Yeah, dictate what your
Yes,
time is worth. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
listen. If you're an entrepreneur and you're a good person, you're doing a disservice working for someone else. All you got to be is a good person. If you can stand by your word, do a service, and if it's not up to par, take the loss on it to keep the word intact, you'll be good in business. And I just want to tell anyone that it's a scam. They're paying you 15 and 20 an hour to stay there consistently. Every year goes by, you're having less confidence in yourself to be an entrepreneur. Every year goes by, you're killing that. You have to start off as soon as possible. You're going to make mistakes, but the rate of making money compared to like an hourly rate compared to what you can do in a day is just nuts.
Yeah.
So uh
Not immediately,
I don't
but
know.
yeah, like
Yeah, not
you
immediately for sure. Not immediately. So if you're worried about looking good in nice clothes and having a girl you're trying to impress, but you're broke, then fine, live that lifestyle. You know what I mean? But if you want like really more out of life, I'm telling you, they're fooling you, man. They're fooling all of
yeah,
us,
yeah.
man.
And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, some people, it's okay, to settle for
Oh
that
yeah,
life.
no, no,
But yeah, I hear what you're saying
totally.
though.
But
Yeah.
I am just talking to the people who go home on your couch and you feel weird. You don't feel right. I am talking to you guys that feel guilty and bad. There's a lot of people that go to work and go home content. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all are great. Y'all have great rules for your lives and you're living them, and you're being very fair about it. But I'm talking about to the extra peculiar people out there that know you're a little extra. Stop selling yourself short.
Yeah. That's
Stop
what
selling yourself short.
that's funny. See, again, I was in that Kobe Bryant video when I was working out, and I was just gonna refer to it because he had a bunch of stuff in there. But he said that if you wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work, do something else, man. That's exactly what
Do
he said.
something else,
Yeah.
man.
Do
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
something else, man.
Because
Yeah,
like
I
you
mean,
said,
you
you're doing
can't be
disservice.
losing that much more. You
Yeah.
just cannot be losing that. And listen, I haven't had benefits for a while. I haven't had a medical benefits for a while. So when I had a good office job, man, they give you the best benefit package for all medical. And we'll
Mhm.
give you Aflac. What's Aflac? Aflac's insurance goes on top of your other. Oh, what? I get insurance on what? And I'm like, okay, so I needed that coverage when I worked at a job. They need you because you get sick. Because 8 hours a day, you're told to stand still and eat bad food. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get bad. And when I'm working for myself, being an entrepreneur, bro, I haven't gone to a hospital in freaking years. I haven't got sick in years. In years. And it's because I'm not constantly beating myself up. So if you have an office job and you're getting sick, that's why. Okay. They have to give you those benefits, man. You're gonna get sick.
Yeah.
But if you're working for yourself, I'm telling you, I see entrepreneurs get way less sick, way less sick, because instead of when an entrepreneur, you're thinking, how am I going to go make money today? That's a lot different than am I going to get fired today?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
You
out of your
know?
control. Yeah.
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 If you're at work, I mean, come on, you're constantly thinking that.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
just suppress that boss for another day of longevity? Or am I going to get fired tomorrow? I mean, that's a sucky ass feeling, bro. That is the
Mhm.
worst freaking feeling ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so,
Like
I
that.
don't know.
Appreciate that,
Yeah.
man. That's some good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
That's
it
huge.
was.
That's
Yep.
huge, man.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit again another great message for
Hmm.
people out there, man. We might have to start our own podcast on just that
You
side of
know,
it, man.
just
That's some
hey,
real
just
stuff.
knowledge,
Yeah,
just you
just
know,
dropping
just
knowledge the whole time.
knowledge on being an entrepreneur, like you know what I'm saying. Like you
Try to
know,
drop some gems, man. Try to drop some gems for the lifestyle podcast show, man. That's
hmm,
all.
Yeah.
yes sir, yes sir,
Hey,
appreciate
Twiz,
that.
what's up, man? You got some stuff that you doing on the side, or what you doing, man?
I mean, I'm trying not to be a commercial right now, bro. I mean, I just want to, come on and talk a little friendly back and forth. I mean, uh, right now, I mean, I'm working on a couple, independent projects. I mean, it's mainly like technology to, type work and stuff. But startups. But I mean, I hear what all y'all saying, man. If you gotta wake up and not like what you're doing, you gotta kind of like realign your values and
Hmm.
Yeah.
refocus,
Hmm.
your own direction. I mean, get your if your compass, messed up, go fix it, do something, and just like adjust everything down to where, you know, you're gonna sleep at the end of the day. If you wake up in a coffin tomorrow, you happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't
Yeah.
had no regrets, no remorse. You made shit like that. You need to go make right. Because when it popped like that, I mean, you don't want to leave like unfinished business and stuff. Unfinished things that you wanted to get done, and so I feel like you know us all getting a chance to sit down at the round table, talk business, talk live, talk basketball. We all got different things that we can share with each other. I mean, uh,
Can I share a quick
use
story how I met Twiz, man? Don't let Twiz fool you, bro. This guy is one of the craziest entrepreneurs
the
I
way,
know.
bro.
He's the one that
So
told me back in the day apps are gonna
uh,
change the world when the
I
first
just
iPhone came out.
Oh, damn.
Like that
think,
that boy is crazy.
Visionary.
That boy is crazy. Like he told me about YouTube
yeah,
before it was big. He's like, everyone's gonna be watching shows on YouTube. I was like, what the fuck is a YouTube? He was like, bro, I can just tell you that people will upload their own shit on YouTube and no one's gonna watch TV no more. And that was like 10 years ago. And I was like, again, how do you upload things to a YouTube and who's gonna upload it and why? And I just had all these questions. And like the first time Twiz gave me a job, bro, he was in his garage and he offered me a web design position. And then bro, before I had this job, I had a regular ass job, and then Twiz came to me like, "No, you do web design. You got to use your degree." So Twiz was developing this Japanese learning site in his garage, bro. A month fucking later, he got $1 million budget. He got these three investors from fucking the peninsula to invest $1 million into him. This fool was paying me $5,000 a month in cash within a month and just told me like, bro, this could happen. We can make a website to teach Japanese kids how to learn English, bro. It can happen. I just was like, you're fucking nuts, bro. It's never gonna happen. No one's gonna pay us. Next thing you know, we're in San Mateo in a big corporate office, and these three old ass dudes who are venture capitalists are like, this is a .com boom, and we want to invest in you guys. What's your idea? And bro, if I had any entrepreneurship, I did not have any before that. Like Twiz literally taught me the way. So he's not really giving you all the gist right now, but take it from me, bro. This guy is a
Okay, so
crazy
I guess
ass.
Twiz is holding back, huh?
Hey, Twiz is
Undercover.
like
He's holding back,
Twiz
bro.
is
He's
like, B, stop
holding
putting my
back.
stuff
But
out there, man.
trust me,
Yeah.
You
bro.
got a
He
net worth
just
of $3.4 million.
bro. The first iPhone, he was like, apps are gonna change, and I'm like, what the fuck is a app? You know, he's like, we need to develop an app. Bro. I'm like, what is one? What is it? What are you talking about? So
That's crazy, man. I
Yeah,
think you
yeah,
got
it
to be
was
ahead of
like
the
that.
curve.
crazy,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. I think that's
No,
huge.
he's one of the craziest entrepreneurs you'll know. So don't let him fool you, bro. He's crazy.
I like that, man. Twit's
Yeah.
quiet over there now. You don't want to say nothing. He's like, hey. Oh man,
He
no, that's
already said
huge.
everything.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? That's crazy, man. That's cool. Cause you have to have that hustle, but then you also have to have that ability to be kind of beyond the curve when it comes to certain things. So that's
Yeah.
crazy, man, to hear that kind of a story. Uh,
Hmm.
and you don't hear those kind of things, like nobody really talks about those kinds of things in their life, but really, like it's about the journey. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
he blew my mind. Twiz, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here to. I'm listening to the greatest story to ever tell ever, bro. I mean, You tell the best story, Brian. You ever want Brian to tell your story, bro?
You want me to tell you a story, bro? No, I mean, no. Look, I
Hey.
know Twiz a long time. And
Brian
if
gonna
you talk
narrate
to
my story,
Twiz,
my biography.
dude, Twiz is amazing. Like the fact that he's not a millionaire is just crazy to me. Like he doesn't chase money; he chases ideas, and that's always been his thing. So I literally think Twiz would like in a parallel universe, Twiz got rich and became hella suicidal off like prescription pills because you just lost your drive, man. You won and you just lost your drive. Like, what is life for? But this parallel universe, you didn't get rich and you're still hungry. You know, so
Yeah.
that's just how it's
Hey,
That's
you
configured.
know
interesting.
what? Hey man, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I manage all those parallel universes, bro. So, you know, you
In
the
a
master of
parallel
your own
universe,
parallel universe. You know what I'm
in a
saying?
parallel universe, Ben is in the
You got
NBA and
no,
he's
you
three
gotta
inches
recognize
taller.
that.
He's a sports agent. You know what I mean? But like, I believe in
Oh man,
parallel universes,
that's what's
man.
up,
But
man.
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
that. Shoot. All right, cool. We're gonna get into the next segment real quick. And this is gonna be rapid fire, man. So it's just boom. Me and Ed are gonna go back, and we're gonna start with Brian, and you guys just gonna go off the top. First person you can think of in your circle. Okay.
Like this,
This
it
okay.
goes in basketball.
Yeah,
So like
In
it's
basketball,
it's
okay.
basketball. Your
basketball.
circle
Yeah.
back. So this is kind of
Okay.
like a shout out opportunity too. So you're gonna
Yeah.
be shouting people out. Just a creative way to do it. So I'll
Yeah.
go first, and remember this is within your basketball circle, um, and we're just gonna go right off the top. So tell me, B, who the person in your basketball circle has the most swag?
Has the most swag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swag. I gotta say the young kids that come to my gym, bro. They wear shoes that I would go buy and wear outside, but they wear them new inside the court. And they have all the cool Nike clothes that matches. And I looked at that stuff. That stuff's expensive,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Like you're playing $200 clothes. So
Mhm.
like, but like they by far have the most swag. But I gotta say, I am the Asian kid that with Asian parents, and I had to wear Payless shoes. So like that always stuck with me, bro. Like if you have nicer shit than me, it makes me more mad and I want to shut you down. So definitely the kids that ball in my gym. I
So just
can't
give them
name
all
a
a shout out.
specific one. Yeah, but anyone that goes to 24-hour fitness, they dress very well. I
All
mean,
right.
I'm dressing like stuff like last
24-hour
year.
fitness kids. All right. 24-hour
Yeah.
fitness kids.
24-hour
Shout out
fitness
to
kids,
y'all.
yeah.
Which 24 though?
Well, I gotta say Whipple's the only one I go to, but San Leandro has like a lot more swag than Whipple, I think.
We go
Mhm.
San
For that
Leandro
opinion.
24-hour fitness kids.
Yeah.
There you
Shout out
go.
to
Oh
y'all.
man, yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Swag.
Hey, if you see B next time, man, give him some daps because he just gave
Yeah.
y'all a big shout
Yeah.
out right there.
Yeah, I'm in the broke down shoes over here, man. Come say hi to me.
All right, your turn. We'll hit
So who has
Twiz.
the lead? Who has the lead swag in your basketball circle? Like you know what I'm saying? The one that you're like, man, he has the lead
The
swag.
least?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
the
asking
least.
Is
Twiz
it
this,
me
but
or
this for
Twiz?
Twiz. This for Twiz
Oh,
right
it's for
here.
Twiz.
Quiz.
Oh,
Who
okay.
got the?
I got I got stuck with the hard question. Oh, okay.
You got the shout down.
You gonna get beef after this, Twiz. Someone's gonna be looking at
Hey,
you, man.
this whole time I was trying to get ahead, think about man, who am I gonna say when it's my turn? Now I got to reverse on my thought, bro. Man, y'all put me in a hard spot, man. I mean, I feel like y'all like right now define swag as like maybe like clothing or thing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take swag to another level. I'm gonna say swag gotta be how you carry yourself. On the court. Off the court. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I mean, for me, bro, I was thinking, uh, one day back far away ago. You know what I'm saying? Eddie probably had the least swag. But when I caught up
Really?
but when I caught up with him now, he on the other spectrum. He
Okay.
got the most swag in my circle.
It's
You
like
know what I'm
flip.
saying? As far as like getting everything together, bro. Because I mean, I feel like you know you got you like looking back into all your life. Y'all gotta go back to a time when like you didn't have as much swag or whatever the hell you want to call it back then. When you like entering the stage, on the sports, on the spelling bee or whatever. So I mean, you gotta be like at the rock bottom. Then one day you gotta work your way up and train, did what you need to do to like carry yourself appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Not choose or wear certain things or do whatever. Say shit that you don't
that.
that.
All right. Oh, she cut down.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
though. So
Yeah.
he earned the swag. He earned the
Great
swag.
definition of
Yeah.
swag. He
I mean,
defined it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as far as I'm just saying that off the bat from my time that I your question. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
T.
yeah,
I like that a lot. All right,
yeah,
he
yeah,
earned the Twiz swag. He earned it
Yeah.
Great
over time.
definition, Twiz.
I like that
yeah,
definition too. That's a
yeah.
different outlook on it, and I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, B. All right, E. Oh, shoot, it's my turn, huh?
Nah, it's your turn. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Best scorer
Yes, sir.
out of your circle. Best scorer.
I have to say it's this Filipino dude I bought with at my 24-hour fitness, JP, who I was honored because he called like me the best shooter, and I'm thinking like, nah, bro, like it's him. Uh, JP is the guy at the gym that yells at you when it's your own teammate. Like he literally yells at you like you owe him money, and I hate
Passionate, huh?
that. Yeah, and by far like I'm competitive, right? I'm a dog. I mean, I like defense, so when I see a guy at the court, I want to go after him. You know what I mean? And it's great to know they kind of have my respect. And so JP's always telling me like, bro, I don't know what it is when I play you, bro. I am sore the next day. I'm just like, that makes me feel good. That makes me
Yeah.
feel good because JP,
Oh shoot, you're going on silent. You're on mute.
right?
Oh,
And
There
so
you go.
like, it's frustrating, man.
Yeah.
Far he's the best scorer. I know.
That's good, man. Hey, like you said, that's a sign of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he said that you made him
Respect.
so. Yeah, that's definitely a sign of respect right there. All right, E.
Yeah.
All right. So, Twiz, person who thinks they're the best scorer in your circle. You get the
You get the heart.
question,
Who
man.
thinks? So they
God,
think they're the
who
best.
thinks they the best? Like, in your circle?
Let's say
But
me.
hey, not really.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna call all y'all out, man. All y'all think y'all a motherfucking best scorer. How about that, man? That's my answer.
All of
Good
y'all.
answer.
Everybody, hey, you didn't put nobody in the
you know,
spot.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you just laced up your shoes, went off, through the obstacles and made it to the court, and you about to play basketball, and you don't think yourself as like trying to make something like that, then you in trouble, bro. You need to work on your game some more. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer, man. I think everybody is, in their mindset, need to think like that, bro. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
like
keep
that.
my answer
I
short.
dig that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I dig
Yup.
that. Yeah.
I like that, man. I like that. You
Yeah,
know what? I'm
yeah.
gonna go with that mentality today.
I'm going there too.
Hey, I'm ahead of you, man. I already know that. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You gotta anticipate that, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
That's a good
yeah,
answer.
100%.
question.
100%.
yeah.
You know, we're gonna switch it up because we keep giving Twiz these hard questions. So
Yeah,
it's my
yeah.
turn to ask B. So who do you think B is the biggest trash talker out of your circle?
Me. But like other than me, and I say in the league, I'm not trash talking. I'm a different persona. I take different personas at different basketball courts.
Okay.
Like with you, Ben, I'm like the rebounder guy. I notice. I'm like the nice rebounder. But like, I think within our league, it's got to be Eddie, and he's not even that bad. Like I when I'm at my gym, bro, I talk major trash, and I'm really good at talking trash. Like, okay, let's say they have a score on their team and they're really good. Something I do, bro, and I want you guys to take this technique. When that team has just one good score and he's hogging the ball, I go, hey, look, everyone, his whole team just standing around hella bored. Just double team the score. He's a ball and he's selfish. Look, his team's just bored. They're just on the back of their heels. And I just keep doing that. And eventually, like, he passes the ball. And I just tricked him out of his. So that's my only thing is to, like, if there's a selfish score, I just say how his teammates are looking bored and how our teammates are having fun. And then like I just trash talk. I have a really good amount of ways to trash. Like, and if we're up by like, so you know how games go 2-1 when we score.
Yeah.
I'm constantly telling teams like if we're up, like make them score all ones.
Oh, you're not mute
Yeah,
again.
weird.
So I'm just constantly playing mind games, with people. About talking because I know what works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
keep
yeah,
viewing
so
yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
I bet you some of these guys would wish they had a mute button when you're on the court with them.
Hey, yo, dude, I am annoying. I know I'm annoying. I know I'm annoying. But it's again,
Yeah,
That's
it
good,
is a
man.
good. Yeah,
Hey, at least,
yeah.
yeah, if you get in their head, that's what it's all about. I mean, and it doesn't sound
Yeah.
like you're saying anything too vulgar. It's just you just
Not at
talking. So
all. Not at all. Not at all. Just I try to just get in your head just to make you think. You know, like if
like
you're
that.
over aggressive, I'm like, hey, I don't have medical coverage, man. I don't have a good job. Can you take it easy on me? And they like, right, you can make them
That's a
laugh. They'll
really
be like,
reverse way to talk. I like it
like,
though.
Yeah.
I
you don't
like
have
it.
medical coverage, bro. You know, I'm from the streets. You probably have a good job? Can you take it easy? And they think about that.
Make them calm down a little bit.
And they
You're
calm down.
like,
Like, well,
what
wait
did
a
he
minute.
say?
What am I doing?
What?
After the game, you need some help, bro. You need like, dang,
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
Oh shit, that's
All right,
funny.
your
That's
turn.
funny. Yeah. All right, Twiz. Who's the
Wait,
lockdown?
guys, I gotta go, bro. I'm so sorry. I got a business to run, and I'm getting blown up. I don't want to
Okay,
cut the podcast short,
Oh,
but I
it's all
gotta go.
good.
Okay,
you good,
so
man. You good.
You good, man?
We'll
I
finish
Yep.
up with
appreciate you
Twiz.
guys. I had a lot of
Yeah.
fun, man.
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming,
Appreciate.
man.
Yep.
Appreciate you coming
Appreciate you
on.
for coming. Yes, sir.
All right, no worries. Let's do it. Hey, I want to interview
Treetop.
you too, man. This week at my place. Okay, you can come check it out. All right.
Yeah. Me and you will
Yeah.
come through. We'll come through.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
out there.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Treetop Studios.
All right, Bill. Yeah.
All right, Twiz.
Right on, pimp. Go.
All right, Twiz, we're gonna finish it off with you, man.
All right, man. So
We'll hit you with the rapid fire.
who's the lockdown defender?
Oh man, lockdown defender. Uh, man, that's a tough one, man. I
Oh,
mean, I would have to say, Mike is pretty locked down, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all play with Mike, right? With the beard and everything. He be coming
Yeah.
to your
Yeah.
Saturday run.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he be getting that mid range, and then recently he been like hitting his threes like crazy, man. He said he used to like shoot those like nothing, and he finally like kind of getting his shooting touch back. So I
Mhm.
mean, but as far as like on the defensive side, bro, I mean he just get on you, and you know, and he play like really close tight D, and he's like real good at anticipating where you know you're gonna pass the ball, this and that, you know, like shut down the passing lanes and stuff, you know. So I mean, he don't do like nothing like you know too aggressive that you know like you know foul you in your space and stuff, you know. So I mean, there's that fine balance of like if you're gonna be like a really lockdown defender, you gotta like kind of balance that line, you know what I mean? Like without like you know like fouling somebody or doing this and that. So I mean, you know, he does real good job of that, bro. So
Mhm.
I'd say Mike, man.
okay.
Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out
Okay.
to Mike.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Mike.
yeah,
Yes,
Hopefully we'll
sir.
see you later today.
yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to Mike.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, so appreciate that, dude. That was perfect, Twiz. So that's just kind
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
creative way to give a shout out to your people. You know, share the video with them, let them know, hey, I shouted you out, bro. I talked a little bit about you. Of course, Twiz, your picks, you might not want to shout them out because I know you had the
you
hard
got
ones.
the bad. Yeah, you got the hard one.
You might tell them, don't listen to these guys'
Yeah.
podcast. So the next segment. Oh, first and foremost, want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Slam Academy. So I talked to
Mhm.
Garrett, and he sponsored this episode for us guys, and we're all familiar with Slam Academy out here in Hayward, California. Um, big shout out to them for putting together the things that they put together. They have a mission to kind of bring people together. Slam Academy, you go to slamacademy.com and you
Mhm.
can check out everything they're about. How to anything from renting the gym out to they have apparel now and stuff like that. They're a
Mhm.
brand new facility. I think it's been about what 2 months. They've been
About two to
up and
three
running.
months, and then they're gonna have they have another one coming up in Fremont. I
Oh
think
wow,
it's gonna be think they talk about like fall 2020 or early 2021, like another facility in Fremont. So yep.
that's quick, man. That's
Yeah.
big. That's big. So
Mhm.
Garrett's doing some big things out there. Also, you guys can follow him on Instagram at Slam Academies. So it's SLAMACADEMYS. There's my spelling bee for the day. Uh, so their mission over at Slam, they're the home of the well-rounded student athlete, not just with high level basketball training. Oh shoot, well their mission is. So I'm reading what he sent me, but I'm gonna read right off their page. Uh, so their mission is to develop great athletes, but also to develop well-rounded student athletes. SLAM stands for students, leaders, athletes, and mentors. So they have a really good program. They have a lot of coaches out there. They have
Hmm.
coaches that rent it out. So you guys will probably be there soon if you haven't checked it out yet. But again, that's
Yeah,
in Hayward, California.
yeah. They
So
have a good AAU program. My son plays for them, so
that's right. That's right. Yeah, you
yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
that. You mentioned that.
yeah,
You, yeah,
yeah.
Luke always becoming swagged out with some Slam gear. How you like the
Yeah, so
facility, Twiz? How you like Slam's facility? I know you've been there before with us.
Yeah, man. I mean, Slam. Do it like no other, man. They on top of things, man. I mean, I appreciate everything they done. You know, what I mean, everything is organized, and where it's supposed to be. And every time we come, everybody have a great time. You know, what I mean, much respect to Slam. I mean, I gotta say one thing though. It's like, uh, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he one time, like, when we first started playing there, we was like bringing water balls in, like leaving it around top, and he was like making sure, like, man, y'all gotta make sure y'all pick up your own trash when you
mhm.
leave the court, and leave it in good condition, So every since then after that, we're always trying to keep the courts clean and stuff. For the next group coming in. So I mean, appreciate that. Eddie pointing that out, man. So it's
Definitely.
things like that. But we definitely appreciate Slam, man. The whole way. We
Yeah,
support him.
I think as a facility, they're
Yeah.
really a good facility. They take pride in it. The employees over there seem to be taking pride in their
Mhm.
thing. They enjoy it too, and they do all types of
Yep.
sports too: volleyball,
Yeah.
basketball,
Yeah.
all types of stuff. So check them
Yep.
out,
Yep.
slamacademies.com, and on Instagram, Slam Academies. So appreciate them being our sponsor this episode. So real quick, we're gonna do a quick start bench cut with you, Twiz. Um, so you kind of got the list, I believe. You saw the way that the whole thing works, and this is actually this is your
Hmm.
idea. So I'll let you kind of explain it real quick
All
to
right, so
Twiz.
pretty much start bench cut, like that's what it is. Like you start a player, you bench a player, and then you cut a player. You know what I'm saying? So the
Okay.
first,
Okay.
yeah. So the first one we're gonna do is Allen Iverson, AI, Dame Lillard, and Steph Curry. So you got to start one, bench one, and cut one.
Okay. Man, that's a tough one, man. But I'm gonna have to start AI.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Oh,
Okay.
saying? I
he's
mean,
loving you right now. Look,
just no. I mean, you know what? Just because I feel like Dame, no disrespect to Dame Lillard or Steph, you know what I'm saying? They all like super super badass talented in their own way, you know what I'm saying? But I
Hmm.
think as far as uh like what the genre of the time, the time era was, he's going against a lot of like just like really great hardcore,
Hmm.
defenses and this and that, and at the same time able to navigate through all that and be a great scorer. Without the size or the athletic ability like of MJ during MJ's time prime. I think that made like a really great impact. As far as like who
Yeah.
I want to start.
like that.
Uh,
Okay.
but this generation they might not feel the same. But I'm just saying, I mean, that's my perspective, and
Hell yeah.
and respect to everybody on that list. For sure.
All right, so you got AI started. Who you got on the
Hmm.
bench?
Yup. Oh man, no tough one, bro. Man,
Lillard or Steph?
I definitely think as far as like it depends on the game situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like um if you like a gym own like a team owner, you got like different you know uh staff and players on your organization. I mean,
Hmm.
you want different things, but I feel like as far as like putting the history down, I think Steph Curry put a lot of history on. So
All right,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna
riding with
not
Steph.
not not bench him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bench Steph. You know what I mean? I'll probably bench Dame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned it. So you cutting Steph?
You're cutting Steph.
No, I'm not. I'm not bench. All right, that's what I. No, that's what I said. I gotta cut Steph, bro. I'm not benching Dame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're benching Steph and cutting Dame.
Nah, man. Oh
You don't
wait.
want to cut
I
nobody.
got.
You got all confused.
I
You got to cut
don't want
somebody.
to cut. Man, I gotta cut somebody, man. But you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
I
tough
gotta cut
part.
Dame. Then I gotta cut Dame.
All right,
Dame
Dame
I'm gonna,
Dame
time.
times
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Okay, all right. So
yeah,
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 okay, I
yeah.
like that. He hasn't proven himself to
I'm
you
gonna
yet.
cut Dame and bench Steph.
Okay,
okay.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because
Yeah,
Dame is
it
on
does.
the rise, right? You know,
Yeah, I was gonna say if this was a question like 5 years later, you might,
Cut Dame and bench
you know,
it might switch around.
might
Yeah,
be, yeah, might be
100%.
right. Yep.
Uh,
So another one for Dame, like he get another shot. You know what I'm saying? So we got start bench cut one more time. Luca, Harden, or Dame.
if I bench Steph, he got a chance to cut him. He ain't got a chance to come back.
nah, he's done.
Yeah,
He's done. He's done. This is the new
yeah.
list.
What was
New
that?
list.
This is a new one. This is a new one.
So Luca, Harden, and Dame. Who would you start bench cut out of those three?
Oh, okay. I definitely gotta start Harden, man. You know.
Start Harden.
Harden.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, I feel Harden. I came a long way from where he needed to be a great scorer. You know, just because he was like not really always like super athletic, you know,
Mhm.
super you know, I mean, back when he was playing in college and stuff, I mean, you know, I think
Mhm.
he had to really transition his game to like just yeah. So I definitely got to start Harden,
Okay.
and then who might get a bench between Luca and
Luca and
Dame?
Dame. So Dame
Yeah,
still got
Luca and
redemption
Dame. Yep.
opportunity, but you got Luca, the young man,
Yeah,
Yeah,
killing it
we
right
got
now.
Luca though, so you know what I'm
yeah,
saying that's hard.
yeah. I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna have to cut Luca, man. Yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
cut Luca.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, give
So
Dame
Yeah,
some
so Dame
yeah.
love.
got the bench.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna have yeah. Dame got the bench up next for sure.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
I like
I
that
see it.
list. It's good.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. Yeah. You want to do the last one, Ben?
Yeah. So we got AD, Duncan, and Shaq. Big boys.
Oh, okay, man.
Got a little fundamentals in there. Got a little power. Got a little
Yeah, a
bit
little
of a
swag.
little swag. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I definitely gotta start Shaq, man.
Mhm.
As far as
Okay.
like a big man, because we talking about big man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I gotta start Shaq, but as far as like, you know, uh, but you know, being like, you know, Tim Duncan gotta be like really super close to that. But you know, the only reason why Shaq really just like got to start is because like, man, he just brings so much like stature and energy into the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and you know, and that's you know, for a big man to have like just his kind of like touch, you know, and like you know agility, you know, and just like raw power, you know, when he like you know go up and you know, and that's hard to match, man. Of course, he got an unfair advantage because he's like you know way bigger, you know, than Duncan and stuff, you know. But you know, I gotta
Okay.
go with Shaq, man.
All
Can't
right. So
fuck with Shaq. Yeah,
Shaq starting. All right. Who we got on? Who we got on the
yeah.
bench? We got AD or AD
Timmy,
or yeah, or
Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
I'm gonna have to send AD packing, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
feel the same
All
way.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, like as far as like putting in the numbers and the work, man, ain't nobody can beat Tim Duncan, man.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. He should be like the yeah for sure.
I
Tim
like
Duncan
that.
should be the model for the U.S. Post Office, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and
I li-
Malone, man, they make sure they get the mail to the you know the package
yeah,
Yep.
that's
delivered,
true.
dog, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yup,
And
Yeah.
Tim
yup,
be
yup.
quiet too. Tim
You
quiet
Yeah.
too.
can't cut somebody. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Can't cut Timmy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it.
So,
Mhm.
All
yeah,
right. Cool.
you can't. Yeah.
All right. I like those lists, man. I like those lists.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Right on, y'all. I appreciate the questions, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Those are good. Those are good. So we about to wrap it up, man. I know it was a long it was a good length cast, and
Hmm.
I appreciate you and B taking the time to come out. Maybe hopefully next time we get Eddie on here too. Uh,
Yep.
but definitely big shout out to y'all, man. And remember, so ballinforjustice.com, ballinforjustice.com. You guys can see it on the screen to my left. kind of how the page looks. If you're there, then you'll see exactly what it is, and that's how
Hmm.
you guys get in contact with them. The cool thing I love about their website that's already starting up is that these guys have an actual stat sheet or actual stats of the players, so you can click on the player's name, find out their height, their position. Uh,
Oh shit, you got Ruby
yeah,
card
you
and
got
all there, man.
nicknames, everything, man.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
already seen that. B was working. You guys were working on that.
So you guys start on Thursday, right? You said
Start on Thursday. Yeah.
first game's
Yep,
Thursday
yep,
or just
yep,
open
yep.
gym?
So, open preseason game, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yup.
all
So
right. I
I
might
mean,
come
yeah,
check
I
it
mean,
out
you
just to
know, we
watch.
still got,
Yeah.
hey, we still got room for you, man. We still, we still got 6 round picks. So I mean, if you want to just drop in, play, whatever, man, it's all good. Hell yeah.
Thursday for Thursday. I'm
Yeah,
coming. I'm
Thursday,
not sure
man.
where. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to,
I'll
man.
be.
You got to,
I'll.
bro.
Yeah.
6 to 8, 6 to 8
You know
Thursdays.
what I'm saying?
We're gonna be out there in Hayward. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. And it sounds like they got another round. So go to the website. Go to the website, Ball for Justice. Find out more about the league. Find out more about why they started the league, and then get to know the players too as well that are going to be a part of it. Uh, it's gonna be a fun league for sure. A really good opportunity for people to come out and just hoop. Um,
Mm-hmm.
is there any shout outs that you have, Twiz? Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I appreciate ban you. You know what I'm saying, Tito. For asking us to get on this. You know what I mean. Uh, appreciate much love. You know what I mean. Other than that, man, I mean, I'd like to shout out to all the all the ballers out there, all the basketball players out there. Listen, y'all. You know, your audience. I mean, I feel like man, it's the one thing you got to hang on to, and man, So I mean, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all your audience. All the real ballers out there, man. So that's it, man. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
Shout
man.
man.
out to
Thank you.
them.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
real
Wrapping
quick,
on.
I know you can show everybody your shirt real quick.
Yeah, so Coach's Corner podcast merch will be coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Like a big announcement coming either September 1st, the beginning of September, or mid September, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of big announcements and stuff. So, y'all check out Coach's Corner every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Available on podcasts and all that stuff. So,
Apple
yep. Yes,
Podcasts,
sir.
Anchor,
Everything. Yeah.
everything, man. All
Hmm.
major podcasts. You can see E. I jump on there, and we get an opportunity to talk with a lot of coaches, talk about their
Hmm.
philosophies, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out, man. Appreciate you doing that, Tito. And that
Yes,
shirt's
sir.
looking real nice, bro.
Hmm.
Haha,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yep. So yeah, it's on the
yeah.
works. Like you know, what I'm saying yeah. So major announcement, like September, either beginning of September or mid September. You know, what I'm saying we're gonna
Like it,
make that big announcement. Let you
like it,
guys
man.
know what's going on. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Stay
Yes, sir.
tuned. All right,
Hell
bet.
Hmm.
yeah.
All
Yep.
right, Twiz. Man,
Yep.
thank you again for coming on, bro. Really appreciate you. I know I'm gonna see you soon. You gonna be at the gym today?
Yeah, I'll see you out there. Yup,
All
Okay,
right,
right
for
on,
sure.
man. For
cool.
Yes,
We're
sure.
gonna
sir.
see you
See
there.
y'all, man.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right,
we'll be
man.
out
All right,
there.
man. Peace.
Yeah, man.
Peace
Thank you, man.
out. Peace out, man. Yup, you got it. Be
Deuces.
safe, y'all.
Deuces.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.